Hello everyone, we are back with Ciconia no Naku Koryo ni, translated meaning when the Ciconias cry, better known as Ciconia, when they cry. You know, now that I think about it, like, does that opening make sense anymore? Because like with Umineko, when I read Umineko and did that opening for the first time, Umineko did not have an officially translated title. Because, like, I don't think they even brought the anime over, like, on, like, DVD or Blu-ray or whatever. Or have they even? I don't believe they have. Maybe they did. But at the very least, the game hadn't been officially released yet. When I first played Umineko, I bought it off Manga Gamer's store untranslated. And had to play the Witch Hunt patch. Which, that was something else, let me tell you. So last time we got introduced to all the characters, and Rikishi did a really good job of introducing them all in very briefly, while still kind of giving a sense of their personalities. And last time I kind of went into the next chapter because I said, oh, this is setting up for the data fragments, which we're totally getting, right guys? Data fragments? We're never getting data fragments. So it looks like they're in VR making a bathhouse to celebrate the post-match. I was wondering if we're going to go into it. It looks like we're just kind of skipping past that. So last time I was like setting up for the hook so you guys would want to come back for the next episode. Right, that's why I did that. There's an open air bath on the outside and a sauna on the inside. A splendid example of a Japanese style public bath. Personally, Meow felt it would be really weird to have a post-match celebration in a public bath. However, Drayden said this was much more Japanese, so he gave in reluctantly. So you ready? Please tell me its name. Okay, your name it is then. Your name it's a public bath. Roger that, Poyo! If created it's a public bath, Poyo! What's up with that name? You think of a better one. Oh, that's incredible. You made it the bath at our hotel, huh? You met my avatar and can't take my clothes off. Oh, dang it, we almost had it. I mean, you could just put on a naked mod. Oh, amazing. If you put your foot in the bath, you could actually feel the hot water. Figured there'd be no point in making it a bath if you didn't reproduce it with at least that much detail. Someone wants to enter the room, Poyo! Will you give them access, Poyo? You're not gonna tell us who it is? Oh, everyone's here. Meow, please give them access. Sure, I wonder if, is this just Grave Mole, or have they befriended the other teams in the process? With Meow give them access, the enemies they've just been fighting to the death against appeared one by one near the bath. Thanks for coming, everyone! Please relax! Oh, they really came. And I'm still not sure about this. The COU guys ask who the Glass Sea belongs to. What should we do? Rather than not start a deathmatch when the competition's already over. What is Glass Sea? Same here. One moment I start saying the Atlantis spirit field is on the high seas, so the ACR can't keep it all for themselves. So the next we're kicking off World War IV. Those are words. I'm Lingji of COU China, the captain of the Baibo squad. I thank you for inviting me here. How shameless! Don't a party in a public bath! As I suspected, the people of AOU Japan have lost their Japanese souls. That's the Chuni guy. Who knows? Maybe she'll change into a new avatar to match the scene. How shameless can one be? Princess, you need not remain in this undignified room a second longer. Sure, it would be undignified to enter a bathhouse with a clothed avatar. Oh, but didn't I have a bath towel avatar? Yes! Princess, you mustn't know! Thanks for the invitation. I'm Asha of the COU Indonesia. This red-faced weirdo is Momotake from COU Japan. Also, does that mean Japan is split into two factions? What? They call them factions, right? The COU, whatever the other ones are. I'm pretty sure? Because, I mean, Meow is in the one with, like, America and Finland and Canada and all the other countries. He's with, like, China and Indonesia and India. I forget the other parts. I'm Sujatha of COU India. I have no idea how to say that. Captain of the Suparna squad. I'm Rukshana of COU, Saudi Arabia. I'm Andre, Suparna's peacemaker. Hey there, woo! Oh, I'm from COU Madagascar. Actually, I'm closer to that guy and gal, but a bunch of stuff happened and I'm in COU's faction. Nice to meet you. Who is that guy and gal? Perhaps you should avoid the topic of the Mozambique channel dispute today. I'm Rethabile, leader of the squad 601 from ACR South Africa. I'm Ishak of ACR Algeria. Yeah, it didn't say it when introducing them. I remembered one was South Africa, which is her. I don't remember where these two guys were from. I've got to be honest, I have no idea where Algeria is on the map. From what I know of ACR, I'm assuming it's in Africa. My geography is like, I'd say it's above the average like Americans, but I don't say that with pride. Like, I know like the general locations of European countries. Like Western Europe, oh yeah, I can point to those on the map easy. But once we get like east of Germany, that's like, oh, okay. Or North Europe, I'm like, Norway exists? Sweden, yeah, that's a country. And I don't even know if that's a real country. And I'm Abdul. Abdul? Abdul? No, it's Abdul. You don't pronounce the U, I'm assuming. From ACR Senegal. If you notice anything strange about the princess, whisper it to us instead of telling her directly. I don't know about... I'm referring to other Americans here. Did they teach you like world geography in school much? I remember having a geography class in like 6th grade. But it's not like we really went into maps. They're just like, oh, yep. That's the United States right there, yep. There's like deserts and stuff in there. And mountains. And grass. And I remember our teacher at the time. She was like a teaching aide. I don't remember the context. She was like the second teacher. Who was... They have a word for it. She really liked India. So we spent like a whole month talking about India. And we watched a Bollywood film at one point. But like, did we go into European geography? I don't remember. I don't think we did. Which, I mean, I feel like that's relevant. And you know, I remember we went into like Central America, but we never really went into like most of South Africa? No, South America. And I don't think we even went into Africa. They need to teach kids geography. I mean, sure, it's not really, well... Like, how important is geography compared to, like, other stuff? Like, we should be able to point to the UK on a map. That's, like, minimum level. Which, like, I'd say most people can do that, right? I'd say so. Anyway. Enough geography. You notice anything strange about the princess? Whisper it to us instead of telling you directly. Too much honesty can be painful, after all. There's nothing there. I didn't even spell any sauce or breadcrumbs today. You gotta praise me. Princess Rethabile is a member of the African royal family. Never thought I'd see a princess in this day and age. So I assume she's related to the, what are they called? Well, hold on, I want to remember their names. The African... No. Does it not say? Basically, this is like king guy who took over all of Africa, basically. I'm assuming she is his daughter, or granddaughter, or something. I'm Nor of the ACR 1st Aerial Night Corps, the KO Memorial Squad, from ACR Egypt. This cool, mysterious girl is Mariana from ACR Angola. I gotta be honest, don't know where that is on a map either. Or if that's even a real country, honestly. Don't touch me so casually. I can name multiple African countries, like Libya, Liberia, Egypt. What's the one just west of Egypt that had like an important event like a decade ago? I had a college professor from there, but I can't remember the name of it. There's the infamous Chad, obviously South Africa. There's 6. If someone said the name of the country west of Egypt, I would be able to name it. Like, I would be able to say, oh, that's the one west of Egypt. I got it. So 6, I'll say 6.5. There's like 30 countries in Africa. That's pretty bad. Don't touch me so casually. I'm Mariana. This fluffy little cutie is Gannet from the ACR Ethiopia. Pet, pet. Don't run away. Stop petting my head. Only Big Sis Nora gets to pet me. Stop smothering me. Don't touch me, Nora. I love these three. Mariana's the best. She better not be the traitor. There's also the question, that evil shadowy group we saw, well, evil. Are they evil? Like, obviously, it seems like they're trying to cause a cataclysmic event, but it seems to be for the greater good. But that doesn't really justify killing potentially what seems like billions of people is their end goal. Well, we don't know their end goal, but I think it's going to end with a lot of people dying is a safe bet. Anyway, don't touch me, Nora. Don't run away, Gannet. Got it? Gannet? Oh, get out of here! Oh my god! Those three are so Yuri! Yuri is those peers form. I love the... How do the best characters become even better? Neither countries, nor factions, nor continents could stand in this way. We're the ABN's 12th Holy Agent Corps, Yeladat Shavit. I don't know what that means. The three of us will show you humanity's greatest and most miraculous harmony. The particular brand of excitement left the straight-laced COU stunned, as well as Meow and those from the AOU. They're also in charge of PR for the kids. Basically, they do pop idol stuff too. Leah's from ABN Israel. Fatima? I don't know. It's from ABN Turkey. Stefania is from ABN Romania. I know a guy from Romania. Well, I was friends with a guy on Steam from Romania. I'm Stanista from ABN Poland. You're right. Hey, I guessed it right. Well, remembered it. Remember guessed right. Part of the ABN Peace Department's Holy 901st Aerial Augmented Infantry Squad. Dalathat Suyuf. This is my colleague, Naomi. Pleased to meet you. Is she from, like... We don't have anyone from the UK yet, so... I'm Naomi from ABN France. Okay. What happened to the UK guys? And... Naima? Stop being embarrassed and good, everyone. Wow, wow, wow! I'm so sorry I went so wild in the match just now. Please forgive me, everyone. Wow, wow, wow! No, it is I who must apologize. I judged you by your appearance and underestimated you. You there, Naima. Manners dictate that a champion act like a champion in front of losers. So they're the ones that won? Hold your head up high so that the losers may speak proudly of the one who defeated them when they return home. I know, but I want to find a whole girl and do whoa, whoa, whoa! Is this the new ooh? You're far too self-deprecating. We don't want you losing sleep from self-hatred again. Naomi. I'll give her a tiny bit of anti-anxiety meds. Wow! Wow, 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 wow! How do you like that? Naima, the invincible girl, is the strongest in the world! Wow! Don't say meow. And I'm the beautiful fairy girl from AOU Finland, Lojia Meow. This lame hick is Kashka from AOU Gasha. Shut up. I don't mind letting you loose right here, right now. Bzzzt! You do not have permission to engage in combat in this room. Poyo! Figures. That's no fun. Sorry we're late. I'm Chloe from AOU Canada, a member of Granville. What happened to Britain and Ireland? I got the room name wrong and had trouble getting in. She tried to get into Internet Public Lost. Hilarious, meow. How does that even? That's how my keys are not converted the word into text. It's just a minor conversion bug. Oh my. That must mean you use the word lust a lot. That's not true. Ah! I get it. It's just a bit of Japanese magic, huh? In Japanese, bathhouse and lust are both pronounced yokujo. I got converted the wrong way. How do you know this? Alright, I guess everyone has Google Translate in their mind. Personally, this is the lust version of would have worked too. It's a bunch of boys and girls in a public bath after all. Too bad we're all using avatars. Then why don't we meet up offline right now? Proper attire for a bathhouse, of course. Ah, stop that, Yuki. Don't turn your eye just because someone said lust. It's a public lust, huh? Eek! It's gotta be those machos in the ACR, right? You mean Ishka have those black bodies intertwined? Man, he's gotta be wrapped around... Why is the T like that? Study Star! You can call me Stan. This is giving me a headache. What a vulgar bunch. What do you care for some headache medicine? Consider the best preparation data. Natsui! Also... how to... full? No. Clear. I guess it's just the angle it's at. When you hide the text, her face looks really weird. When it's like this, it looks more or less fine. But with the text in the way, even just like hiding the eye a little like that, it looks awful. Continue the best preparation data. Princess, let us depart at once. This place is entirely unsuitable for one such as you. Is everyone in COU Japan a samurai with a top knot these days? No. Momotake is just like that, for some reason. It's strange. You don't start out that way. Wow, this bath feels so nice. Going into a bath in new clothes would be weird, so I'll go look for an avatar without them. Wait, that's illegal. Hold on, a maiden's skin mustn't be exposed to anyone but her fated partner. Hey, someone from Baby Ed! Stop her! This looks so fun. So send 9 with some body data for a naked avatar. We'll get arrested! Should I send her a super flat lolly or a short stack lolly? Wait, is it illegal if it's virtual reality? Still gonna say yes. Fix this, Nord. Let me hug you. Hey, I told you stop being so clingy. God, all I want to do is hug Mariana. Hands off, Nord. Want a petted fluff? Get it now. As I thought, even though our countries are different, we can be friends if we gather together like this. To be honest, all of them secretly wanted to gather together like this, across faction lines. However, once you stepped outside of your faction, it opened up the possibility for all kinds of touchy subjects, like border disputes and historical issues. They were youths of this era, so they were fully aware that all sides had things they wanted to say. And they were more than a little afraid of encountering the kind of fierce debates you saw on social networking sites. However, when they finally met, not a single person said anything like that out loud. In truth, before coming here, some of them had been eager to question their political opponents on various issues, arguing them down. The AOU and COU had the Central Glass Sea of Japan border dispute. The COU and the ABN had the Kashmir Spirit Field joint development dispute. The ABN and the ACR had the dispute over ABN occupying forces based on the northern African continent. The ACR and AOU had the Atlantis Spirit Field dispute. And then there's the issue of AOU Russia interfering with the ABN Ukraine, COU Madagascar, and ACR Mozambique's conflict over the Mozambique Channel. Might get confusing with all those initials. You don't even know. Simply put, every faction had some issue with every other faction. I'm assuming at least some of that we just got exposition is irrelevant. Even though soldiers around the world were supposedly warriors of peace who held up the walls of peace together, everyone had been a bit unsure whether they'd really be able to get along if they interacted directly. However, when they actually met, it was like this. Everyone thought the same thing in their hearts. There may be a lot of problems in this world. There's no helping it. Natural borders don't just divide the world into countries, but into sets of principles and opinions as well. Borders aren't evil. They're like the walls of a water tank. Land animals live on one side, and water animals live on the other. If you lose your natural borders, then you lose the walls of that tank. All the land animals will drown, the ocean animals will lose their water and die. In the first place, it's arrogant to assume that all life should live the same way. You have to admit that even humans live in different cultures, with different lifestyles, in different ecosystems. So if national borders are necessary, you must admit that principles and opinions can be different when you cross those borders. Just leave arguing about such issues to diplomats and internet patriots. Is that the equivalent of it's SJW, Social Justice Warriors, right? These days? Yeah, that's it. All these people were born in different countries and attached to different factions. Yet today, this place, they are friends who had been all worked hard to become a Gauntlet Knights for the sake of peace. Or at least because they had simply become fascinated by the sky. Through meeting like this, they are all able to think that. Hey, who here uses Kizuna? Everyone raised their hands. Kizuna was a free communication tool developed by a Japanese business. Its main function was conversation translation. Countless similar programs competed for market share, and in the end, Kizuna had been declared the winner. A bowl. The Japanese company that made it was just a small collection of young people, so small that they'd be conceited to even call themselves a company. First, its capabilities and all other aspects of it were nowhere near as efficient as those produced by massive corporations around the world. Furthermore, tools like this made people react like imprinting chicks, but they tended to always use the first tool they installed and were used to. I am guilty of that. For example, I've made the switch to WinRAR recently, but I stuck to 7-zip for years just because I was like, yeah, it's 7-zip, it's way better than WinRAR. When I actually like WinRAR more now that I've used it. Or like, my first browser after Internet Explorer is Chrome. I've tried to switch to Firefox, but Chrome is just way better. That was why massive corporations created several tools aimed at youngsters. However, in the end, those youngsters turned their back on all those tools. First, the young wouldn't be swayed by features pushed on them by old people running massive corporations, resting on their laurels while scheming to gain an economic advantage. They always had ATM-type features, greedy service contracts with cancellation fees, and so on. In the end, those convenient features always came at the cost of being dragged into some paid service, else having your data collected. The usual malicious things adults did. In that environment, the simple tool called Kizuna spread by word of mouth to more and more young people everywhere. I have a feeling Kizuna is going to be related to the 3 kings we saw, plus the Gestress. That's just a guess. Or at least, there's a conspiracy involved. The circle of youngsters wanting to support it spread across the world. Young engineers from all over the planet cultivated it. In that way, the tool youngsters used to translate conversations, Kizuna, was created solely by the young. It was passed around by the young people all over the world, now had the greatest usage rates everywhere, at least among the young. The massive corporations realized their mistake and tried to buy up Kizuna, but the tool created by the young and for the young never fell into the hands of the greedy adults. This feels like an 80s movie. Like, what? I don't know the name for that type of movie. Like you know, the Goonies, where a bunch of ragtag teams, kids work together and are way better than the adults. You know, like Persona 5 or Persona 4. Not really Persona 3, but it's kind of Persona 3. To this very day, Kizuna helps to translate conversations between young people who speak different languages, making communication possible. Even now, young people around the world continue to strengthen its translation and dictionary capabilities. So it's like an open source language translating tool. Capable of translating even modern slang. As can be seen here, people from dozens of countries are speaking frankly in their native languages. But it is all being automatically and quite smoothly translated by the Kizuna apps each of them installed. No one had problems communicating. Long gone were the days when language was a barrier to forming friendships. Of course, it could do more than just translate. It also had a familiar chat feature, a mini-blog feature, and the ability to upload photos for self-satisfaction or to brag, and much more. In short, it used a mental tablet and a mental display to directly do the things old humanity had used smartphones for. And it all happened inside that person's head, so outsiders couldn't see what they were doing. No one could tell if they had activated it during class. When adults activated it, it took all their concentration, so they couldn't use it well. However, kids of the new generation were used to background operation. People in the generation that did their homework while watching TV might remember their parents telling them to turn the TV off, since they wouldn't be able to concentrate. However, even at that time, they could watch TV, listen to music, and do their homework, while simultaneously texting on their smartphones. Kids these days were very proficient at that sort of parallel processing, which allowed them to do many tasks at once. Once they reached a certain skill level, kids like this were called parallel processors. Their ability was measured in units of parallel processor power, or P3. I'm assuming these 3 are presumably the only ones of the bunch. This sort of ability couldn't be mastered unless they received special training before a certain age. Not only was that talent necessary for using high-tech weapons like gauntlets, but it's thought to be a likely requirement for unknown technologies that might come into existence in the future. For that reason, in countries across the world, parallel thinking training from a young age was made mandatory as a matter of national policy. This was the first generation. The people here represented those with the highest parallel processing power from several countries. So it is normal for them to communicate through Kizuna. I thought someone was like, hey, those dang parallel processors. It was normal for them to communicate through Kizuna, even while on the job. Technically, they were forbidden from playing with tools like that, so they could concentrate on their work, but... you couldn't tell someone was using a tool inside their brain just by looking at them. Top of that, they were talented parallel processors, so using Kizuna on the side didn't distract them at all. Soldiers from all countries were forbidden from using Kizuna, but they all did. On the contrary, they prefer the youth-targeted, easy-to-use Kizuna to the inflexible military communication tools that have been built for adult users, that often chatted with Kizuna during missions. Wait, so we're all using Kizuna? Though each country had its own tool. Kizuna is convenient. The stickers and icons are really cute. So cute! Oh, yo! Uninstall immediately. I just realized the frog is Kizuna. Kyo! Use the Kiryo Poyo stickers and stuff too. They're so cute! Wow. Kiryo Poyo, the outie frog! Poyo! Oh, because his belly button. My hobbies are sleeping, eating, and dancing, Poyo! If you have any questions about Kizuna features, ask me whenever you like, Poyo! If you're scared to delete me, I'll send all the pictures stored in your mental mic pics to your friends, Poyo! I use the hottie icons! Wow, when all the girls are using a tool, we guys have to use it too. The tools from our country are also stuffy. The tools in the ABN have no spark to them, so they aren't too popular. I really should be using a tool from my country. This is so easy and convenient that I keep using it. I'm doing the thing she's doing with her hand as I talk to her. I don't really care which tool I use, but everyone around me uses Kizuna, so I reluctantly gave in. That was me switching from Skype to Discord. I used to use something else, which I mean Discord is leagues better, but still. Just like I was talking about earlier. But I switched over because everyone I knew used Kizuna. Yeah. Kizuna has so many free games! I make friends just to get hearts in Wanyadora. I'm assuming that's like the equivalent of a mobile game. Me too. Oh, you play Wanyadora? Hey, who's your man? Here's an ultra where Wanyadness. I have no idea how to say that. I built up into a counter stop. Yeah, we've got ourselves an addict. Study reinforcement, so tell me your ID. The rules forbid it, but the princess likes Kizuna, so basically everyone else uses it, so you want to use it too, and that's so it's spread across the world. My, Is it so Kizuna, or interpersonal bonds, have tied friends from all across the world together? What a wonderful thing. You say that? Well, you'll still have the ad blocker installed, don't you? Everyone around him raised their hands at once and burst out laughing. I'm the only one who doesn't have one? Someone tell me where I can find a good app! If you don't mind using one from the ABN, I can link you to a download site. Nice. By the way, since we're all here, why don't we all send each other friend requests? Sounds good. There's no rule saying you can't friend someone from another faction, right? There is, but interactions like Kizuna are practically unregulated. Now that sounds interesting. Sure. I'll grant people from the other factions the honor of friending Super Genius Jaden. Want to make a friend request? Lieutenant Lingji? I'd be happy to accept Lieutenant Meow, ace from the AOU. You can just call me Meow. Then please call me Lingji. You're quite the ace yourself, Lingji. Let's fight again sometime. I'd also like to try joining forces and fighting against an AI opponent. Everyone started exchanging friend requests with the people closest to them. Peace and harmony. I had to think of a better phrase to describe it. Would have felt extremely strange to enter the water itself with clothed avatars, so people formed groups here and there, dipping their feet in like it was a footbath and chatting happily. However, the open-air bath was unsurprisingly the most popular spot. This place had an ocean view that was absolutely beautiful. Thanks to the luminous 8MS, the fantastical blue of the vast glass sea could be seen even in the darkness. So this has been mentioned multiple times. This is just my guess right now, but I think Japan was like split in two, and the glass sea is the thing splitting it. That's just a guess. However, its beauty was fleeting, made everyone feel a bit sentimental. The site of this year's festival, the Gifu Prefecture of AOU Japan, didn't originally have a view of the sea. Okay, the sea they were looking at wasn't filled with salt water, but with earth that had melted to glass after experiencing unimaginable heat. During World War III, Japan had been hit by a single solar warhead. Why is it always Japan? Everything in the vast area stretching from central Gifu to Osaka had evaporated. All of it had melted, hardened, and turned into a desolate ocean of glass. I don't know how big of an area that is. That one strike had split the Japanese archipelago in half. It was so fantastical, so beautiful. Also the scar from a fearsome war, where masses of people had instantly evaporated. However, what's truly interesting is that no one here present knew who had created this glass sea. On the contrary, they didn't even know which countries had fought which in World War III or what had started it. They didn't even know what the details of how it resolved itself in the end. Of course, you couldn't find this information by searching for it on the net. After all, memories from World War III had been sealed off from the entire world. Okay. Why did humanity choose not to learn from its mistakes? Probably because we finally realized that our foolishness makes learning it pointless. There are as many histories as there are people who tell it. Eventually, individual histories will contradict each other, providing fuel for new fires. Just forgetting everything is better than giving rise to new hatred. In the B3W era, intense historical research into wars had taken place across the planet, ostensibly to prevent war from repeating again. However, in the end, humans are only capable of interpreting histories in ways that suit themselves. As a result, recorded history began to change depending on each person's, country's, and faction's needs. A long time later, these histories began to bump into each other. Everyone started criticizing everyone. In short, the research that was supposed to stop war from repeating became the fuel for new wars. Oh, I just realized they didn't invite the referees! And so, when on the brink of extinction, humanity picked a certain option for the first time. It decided not to write down the history of the war. What countries fought in World War III, for what reason, and how did they destroy the world? All of that information was carefully sealed. All this generation knew was that World War III had happened, that humanity had almost gone extinct. They only knew that, as a result of the war, many places throughout the world had been scarred so badly that even the topography, right, had changed. These days, we don't even know what World War III was or why it happened. Do you want to know? At this point, there's no need to know. Yeah, after all, if we did know, everyone here might not be able to get along. Wow. Well, even if we found out right now, I wouldn't let it bother me. Yeah, I agree. We're totally gonna find out and hate each other. Even if our countries are going at it, that has nothing to do with the people here now. My America, meows Japan, fought all out in World War II. But that doesn't stand in the way of our friendship. Meow Jin and I found in a way that showed they were men who knew each other well. I love these two. That country had a war with America too, but I just want to be friends with Jaden. Whoa! Well, me too. I have no desire to crudely demand that Meow apologize for the Sino-Japanese wars. It isn't as though Meow ever attacked us. We hadn't even been born yet. Is it Sino? I'm familiar with Japan, attacking China. Well, they're like, hey, we're gonna expand and conquer Korea. And then China too. And then Russia, and none of that really went well except for the Korea thing. That didn't really end well either. Also, war crimes happened. Indeed, the friendship of the people here shouldn't be affected by things like countries, histories, or the past. And that's why. Also, that's I don't pretty much nothing about that, so go ahead and correct me, but I'd like to know if I'm wrong about something. But still, I'm probably wrong about something. Just clarifying that. There's just one thing we all need to remember. One thing? If people all over the world become friends, a terrifying ocean like this will never appear again. Currently, historical research of World War III was only acceptable as an exception among exceptions inside special research institutions. Even trying to learn about it was a crime. In recent years, even investigating the region of AOU Japan that had been evaporated by a solar warhead had been added to this taboo, so that's why Kyoto is off the list. So pictures and even old maps of Japan's beloved and beautiful ancient capital, Kyoto, had been banned. Eventually, the simple fact that a beautiful city called Kyoto had existed would probably fade from memory. Fun fact, or not so fun fact, depends. Kyoto was actually originally on, the list of places to drop a nuke on in World War II. But one of the people in charge of choosing had been there on vacation. I was like, yo, Kyoto's pretty cool. It's like a pretty and stuff. Let's not destroy it. So they chose Hiroshima instead, or one of the two. I don't remember. But that was a necessary sacrifice to prevent another war. And just how horrible is war? And how horrible are humans who can't help but push towards war? Japan and America, which fought in World War II, did develop a strong friendship following the war. However, some have argued this was simply because such a relationship was necessary in the Cold War that followed. In the end, as long as countries led people by the nose, it may be fair to say that everything happens for the convenience of those countries, regardless of whether people end up hating each other or becoming friends. As for this fantastical, blue, beautiful glass sea, everyone had chosen to ignore the fact that crowds of people had evaporated and had died here in an instant. Maybe they had finally accepted that humans aren't creatures who can learn, but creatures who hate each other and long for war. Listen, everyone. Meow shook his head slightly, regaining his bright expression, and stood up and spoke to everyone. Oddly, despite how many people were here, they all had the same look on their faces. You know, we may be from different countries and different factions. Who knows how this world is going to turn out? But no matter how much time passes, and no matter what happens, I'd like for us to be friends. Lingji felt exactly the same. So did everyone else. They all looked at each other and nodded. I agree. We're all friends supporting the walls of peace together. Someday we may meet again as enemies, but still, we'll still be friends! Indeed. There's a great difference between opposing each other in hatred, and doing so with friendship and respect despite our differing factions. In the first place, our sole mission is to give those old politicians time to cool their heads and resolve disputes. Yeah, meow! I don't want to start killing each other because some old person orders me to. Meow, meow! That's right, Yuki! We aren't the adults' pawns! Exactly. There's no need for us to kill each other. We just have to buy time, so those old people can chill their boiling heads. I said something a soldier should even say. We're comrades supporting the walls of peace before we're soldiers. That's right. We didn't come here because we wanted a war. We're here because war is no joke. Even if there is a war, we should resolve it with matches and games like today. By now, everyone had the same feeling, the same words on the tips of their tongues. Meow, the one who had brought up the subject, spoke those words aloud before anyone else. So did the UK just get like glass seed? Or are they just not... do they not have any Gauntlet Knights? No matter what the world, what the stupid part of my friendship don't say, we definitely won't kill each other, haha. So you don't think that would be impossible? While still carrying out our duties as soldiers? If you're shield bricks, you should surrender willingly and retreat. You should never chase after people when they do that. Wow! After all, our left arm's so valuable, they can afford to let us get shot down needlessly. They can't afford. That's right. Even the IPMA says you can't attack an enemy who's lost the will to fight. Does that just apply to those of us present? It doesn't, right? My friends' friends are all my friends. Let's have our friends and everyone else's friends. We are all be friends. At this moment, all the Gauntlet Knights in the world just became friends. I'll make my friends list visible to all of you. I second that. I'll make my whole friends list visible too. I don't have any friends. Let's start packing your friends list today. You'll have so many one you adore hearts, you won't even know what to do with them. Oh, okay then. Of course, just sending a friend request didn't automatically make them best buddies. They're probably doing it partly out of politeness, sort of like exchanging business cards. Anyway, what did it really mean to send a friend request to someone from a different country, whose face you've never seen? However, even if it was just a formality, this very moment, all the young Gauntlet Knights, who wielded the cutting edge of the world's military might, were joined by bonds of friendship. So instead of the tennis court oath, it's the public bath oath. Let's make an oath, just like Jacques, right? Louis or Louis, one of those David's famous painting. I don't know artists. We are friends and allies supporting the walls of peace. We'll never hurt our friends. As everyone took an oath making pose of their own choosing, they swore to hold true to the same sentiment. We're all friends! Oh. Oh. What? What's so funny? Inner meow? Who are you calling friends? Say you'll never kill each other when that's what all your job is? It's so funny. What's so funny? You're the one who's gonna be doing the killing. You are. I'm gonna kill? Who? Right over there, I am sending 1 Dora hearts to Kashka. Kashka is gaping at how many hearts she's received. Craftsman's Lingji is installing 1 Dora with Meow's referral ID. Like those two you're happily chatting with right now. Kashka? Lingji? What about them? You're going to kill them. You are. By your own hands. Why? Why would I kill my comrades? Like Kashka or Lingji? Did you forget? To kill, to destroy. That's the sole reason you were created in the first place. I don't understand. Who even are you? Why do you look like me? So is this a hacker or is this a personification of Meow's personality conflicts? I'm you, one of the many yous inside of you. And because I know the horrifying reason you were created, come to put a stop to it, as your inner conscious. What are you talking about? I don't get it. You're an object worthy of hatred. You were created for the sole purpose of killing and destroying. Any other actions you take are merely steps along the path of achieving your final goal. I'll say it again. You're a cursed creature, created only to kill and destroy. Are you kidding me? Don't decide that on your own. I'm Mitake Meow. I always have and always will live by my own willpower. So I was created to kill and destroy, huh? I don't know what you're talking about. No one ever ordered me to do something like that. Even if they did, the heck I'd obey them. And yet, you already are a Gauntlet Knight. So what? Gauntlet Knights are individuals with the firepower of a warship, the ultimate cutting edge of military might. You're steadily preparing your goal of death and destruction. That's not why I became a Gauntlet Knight. I just wanted to fly. That's why I made it my goal to become one. Well, it's true that I was able to choose that path because Dad had me undergo parallel processor training ever since I was a baby, but let me tell you a bit about your future. You're going to kill that girl called Kashka and that girl called Lingji, with whom you've been chatting so happily. I don't care what you say, idiot! I won't kill them. We just swore we wouldn't. It's not just those two. I definitely won't kill anyone here. Any of their friends I haven't met yet. I'm the only one who swore. We all did. All of us. All of us. No, they'll all kill each other too. This playing at friendship is meaningless, worthless, and every single one of you will kill each other. Or maybe this is future Meow coming to the past to... I don't know. Shut up. Shut up. This is the future you'll definitely reach. Fixed event you'll definitely carry out. Take that girl there, Lingji, whom I might just said you'd kill. Can even tell you how you'll kill her. It'll be a close-range face-to-face aerial fight. You'll shatter Lingji's head with a punch backed by a force field. In the back of my mind, hear the image of my fist smashing through Lingji's head in an aerial battle. Quit screwing around. Quit screwing with me. This is an illusion. And even if I did pull Lingji into a close-range aerial fight in an actual battle, she's an incredibly talented ace. The Battle Standard Festival, I was made painfully aware of her skill. Of course we wouldn't let each other get that close so easily. Think I'd hit Lingji with my fist in a close-range battle? Haha, who do you think we are? You underestimate Lingji too much. When I launch an attack that sluggish, she just raised her shoulder and sent me flying away, increasing the distance between us. Under normal circumstances, yes. Think you'd do that, and so would she. But it won't be possible. Not for her to knock you away with her shield. After all, unfortunately for her, she won't be able to use her shield then, so your fist will continue on and crush her skull. Her ejection shield will malfunction. It's the worst sort of malfunction a gauntlet would have. No, it won't malfunction. You will kill her. That plotline will simply be carried out. I will kill Lingji. And not just her. I'll tell you how you will kill Kashka. Kashka will be swallowed up by a swarm of those guided missiles you love, and the shrapnel will tear her whole body apart until she dies. This time I saw Kashka plummeting downwards, surrounded by sparks and blood pouring from all over her body. Even you and your partner Jaden will fight fiercely to the death. Same with the others, all of them fiercely exchanging fire over and over, killing each other. A future image flew through my head. Unstoppable, of all those friends who had just sworn their friendship. Blood splattered and tears dripped down. So they killed each other. That kid's gonna die too. And that one. And him. And her. Every one of them will die. They'll kill each other and will be killed. Stop it! Stop showing me these crazy illusions! No, these aren't illusions. I call them memories from a guaranteed future. You exist, therefore this future must exist. Because I exist? I exist so everyone's going to die? I'm going to kill them? No, I don't want to kill anyone. I want to be friends with everyone forever. You want to protect this world of friendship, where interpersonal bonds join all of you together? Of course! I'll protect it. I'll protect friendship and peace throughout the world. You know, this isn't Burncastle, is it? Or it could even be Lambda Delta. That's why I became a Gauntlet Knight. Well, there's just one way to protect this world. Tell me, don't leave me hanging. I want a world where we never become enemies. Like, we don't know enough about Meow to know if this is, like, part of them or not. So, basically, either it is part of Meow, or it's another party. And the idea of this being someone... Well, it could be someone related to the Gestress team. Or it could be someone outside of space and time, like, you know, Burn and Lambda. Tell me, don't leave me hanging. I want a world where we never become enemies. It's very easy. Just will yourself to disappear. If you do, no one will suffer or be sad. Is this world going to break because I exist? Say it in red! My voice cracked a little there. What in the world am I? Oh, I'll tell you what you really are. What I really am? I'm Mitake Meow, a gauntlet out of the Aerial Augmented Infantry Unit Warcat from AOU Japan. That's just your backstory. After all, you're just a program built for destruction, which is given the name Mitake Meow. And we're a robot? Pollo! Kill! Someone on stage with you, Pollo? Will you give them access, Pollo? Oh, who is it? We're just gonna act like that didn't happen then? Oh, they're finally here! It's those big sisters from the Lotto military who repped for us today. We finally made it in! Told you it had to be a text conversion screw up. Did they join public lust? Japanese is hard. This is clearly a structural flaw in the cues in our translator. So you two also ended up with Intergap public lust? Well, my country's official language is Portuguese after all. Japanese is tough. That proves you used lust a lot of your emails. Welcome, Yuto. It's the Internet Public Bath. Guess that means it's time for a storm of friend requests. You've received a friend request times, like, 20. Wah! What in the... My mental display got filled up with Cariopoyos. It's quite a welcome. Thanks for the invitation. We're Valentina from Lado, Brazil, and Mary Carmen from Lado, Mexico. Just this once, I'll let you call me Marika. Okay? Marika? Marika sounds better. Doesn't sound like someone saying America without the yay. That means we'll have to do the public bath oath again! Wow! If bonds of friendship tie the world together, humanity will never make such a foolish mistake again. Meow! You may initiate the oath once more. Sure. Now let's all do it again, okay? Question mark? Wait, what? What's going on? You're just a murder program. Ciconia when they cry. That is not what I expected going into this. That feels like a late game review. That could even be a lie. The pieces have been gathered. The pieces have been lined up. Our opponent isn't here yet. Perfect. That sounds meta. That sounds very meta. Like, if you go into the Ciconia, like, store page, like, the promotional text, Umineko had some too. I don't know if Higurashi did. It's basically saying that you aren't even a player in this game. Which would mean the player isn't here yet. Which means we aren't the player. Which I don't know what that's setting up for. Maybe just like battlers gonna come smashing in, like, oh yeah, I'm here, I'm Nick, and I've got KHU with me too. And K1 jumps in, and they are the player. That'd be perfect. So King of Saria was not the George one, the like the Rudolph one. Rudolph, George, and Hideyoshi are now their nicknames. Yeah, there's this thing again. Still no data fragments? Doesn't look like it. We'll go check. Oh! Whoa! Yukishi! You madman! You actually did it! Remember the 17th Aerial Squad? Hold on. Is this the same stuff from the website? No, it is not. I'm not going to read through all this right now. Should I? I'll skim through it. Not going to read it word for word, but current world record holder for highest P3 level measurements. His overwhelming score far surpassed second place. Current Gatland engineering is unable to make use of most of his P3 potential, so he's currently in a state where his talent has outstripped technology. I feel like that was on the website. They spent $100 million towards this genetic analysis. Like, counting in inflation, that's like $20 today. Jaden, despite being an NPP... Wait, can you click on... Oh! This is nice. You can click on the flags. Oh my god, there's so much lore. So much lore! Yeah, I can't read all of this right now. That's... I want to... I'm hungry. I need to go. But I'll read Warcat. Currently the strongest Ken among the AOU's aerial unwinded infantry. After fierce battles against powerful rivals, they won their seat as representatives of the AOU International Battle Standard Festival. Ken is composed of 2 attackers and 1 defender. Is it Kuruma Gakuri? Which theoretically switches out attackers for defenders when they get tired. However, in most cases, Meow and Jaden carry out their mission before they're hardly tired at all. So Gunhild, whose waits in reserve, rarely has a chance to move up front. The fact that they're this powerful, they still have a memory in reserve, makes them a significant threat to Ken and other factions. Okay. Makes them more than a military unit, they're practically superheroes. Heck yeah! Super genius hero Jaden. You can change... That's pretty cool. Oh no, this is the stuff from the website. I just didn't click next. Okay. So I've already read most... Oh! Is this a Nasuverse meme? Dimensional Slice, a finishing move possible only because by applying his mental strength to use of the dimensional storage technology, he can cut his targets to make them vanish into alternate dimensions. I am not reading all this. It's rank SS, rank S, rank -A. Oh no, they all have it. Dang it. I thought that just for the Chudy guy, they decided to make a Nasuverse meme. What? What? Is that a tuba? Okay, they have tuba arms. Why is it camo? Your dress isn't camo. It doesn't blend well. So every team has a similarly designed arm. That makes sense. We've already seen like some of them, though I may not have been paying attention. Yeah, I remember hers. There's the weird shield hole. This is cool. What are the nuns? Okay. And also camo. I am very happy that this exists. Because there's a lot of info here that I will probably end up forgetting. Specifically the nations. And just the country everyone's from, which is at least somewhat relevant. And if I ever decide to, like, do accents, which isn't going to happen, because I'd have to learn how to do accents first. I just... that's not... It doesn't compute on this polio. So let's go and save. And title screen. Oh, did it change the title skin? It's funny. Oh no, maybe it's just always done that. You couldn't click past. Okay, no data fragment still. And we'll see you guys next time with some more Ciconia when they cry. That was the end of chapter 3, I think? Maybe? I want to say so. So that means we only have 4 more until I have to stop for YouTube purposes for the time being. I've talked about that before. Maybe I'll talk about that again in the future. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.